All right, let's see what they did with Johnny Cage. Cage. God, they look so fucking good. What I like with the character designs is they went back to like the old OG designs, all the OG designs, but touched them up a little bit. Like all the characters, like Kung Lao looks like OG Mortal Kombat 2, but they touched it up to make it feel a little bit more modern. It really feels like we're going back to the beginning of the character arc, like before they get like, as modern time moves forward, we get more and more complex outfits that look really, really complicated. But they stopped that and they went back to minimalism for the designs, and I kind of like it. Whoa, what they did with her mouth.
So Kameo Kung Lao is one that we've shown in gameplay trailers, but he wasn't in the
So there's
so we haven't really got a full look at his moves. So let's go through them.
So is Kung Lao just a cameo character, or is he both cameo and playable? I'd imagine he's got to be playable. He's probably playable.
Kung Lao is based on Mortal Kombat 2 Kung Lao.
It allows them to also, they look like the classic characters and they have kind of classic moves.
Exactly.
Which is awesome.
Like the spin.
And like the effects look just like they did
Exactly.
back then,
Like
which
the
is
little
so cool.
silver outline, yeah. So this is your
That's cool.
classic combo starter. Maybe you're playing a character who doesn't have great pop-ups. Kung Lao can help you out. Or like Derek said, you can also double down. Maybe combos is your thing, and you can do even more.
Oh yeah.
So he also has Slow Hat, which is a pretty quick projectile, and you can actually combo out of it. And then lastly, he has
I expected that.
his teleport.
Let's go.
And this is a great example that cameo moves are not just like combos or like offensive moves. Some can be mobility tools,
Right.
buffs, debuffs, weird stuff like that. Like it can be pretty
Combo right out of it too. Holy shit.
Across all the cameos that will be coming out, you're gonna see a lot of different like.
These are things that I kind of picked up on right off the bat when I was watching the people's gameplay of MK1 on the stress test.
Like the biggest thing for us, the line is, you know, player expression.
Exactly.
And this is going to let the player really choose what they do with their character.
Yep.
And the same character can be with a number of different cameos. It's just, there's so many iterations. It'll be awesome.
It's also really cool because it's allowed us this opportunity to bring back characters that you haven't seen in over a decade in some cases, which is really awesome.
There are definitely.
That's a hint.
That's for sure.
That's a hint. That means that they're going to be bringing back some of the old 2000 characters. And the old 2000 ones, we're talking about 3D era of Mortal Kombat characters. That's a hint. Which the 3D characters from the Mortal Kombat era are not the most popular. From the casual point of view, they're not.
Exactly what you'd want to see, and they have just never looked better.
Yes.
I don't want to tease too much, but like Kameo Kung Lao, you can probably guess, and it's just so good.
Yes. Yeah. It looks great, and you'll see it soon. You'll see it soon enough.
Yep. So cameo is just generally like a huge part of this game.
Yes. They are involved in your combo breaker, your fatal blow, your throws. They are just the cinematics, the intros, the victory screens. Like they're integrated in the gameplay and aesthetically pretty much as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yep. And like we talked about, like the one thing we were always talking about is player expression. This is just another way to bring your, like the one thing that we've seen it during the online stress test, one of the coolest things about our community is the creativity that they have.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I've been in this building for a while seeing stuff that I think is awesome. I mean, yeah, every just awesome stuff here. And all of a sudden I'll see somebody pick up something and see it on the online stress test and be like, oh, that's possible.
Yeah,
okay.
I've still never seen that. That's the first time I'm seeing it. Yeah, absolutely. And I always kind of look at the cameo system as like, you've got your main fighter, and then the cameo is kind of your teammate, like you're building almost like a loadout, sort of, right? And it's sort of like, how do I want to play my main character and complement him? What's my loadout going to be, my team loadout? And that's always how I've seen like the whole cameo system.
Right.
One of the ways I like to look at it is my favorite thing about it is it kind of allows you to, I guess you could say, break the rules of the game or the balance. Like there'll be certain moves that Well, this
But
is
it's
the armor
universal.
move,
That's
but
the
it
most
isn't
important thing.
proper
Everyone
combo.
can do it.
So you have armor, but you
It
don't do a
won't
lot of damage.
invalidate
There's
any
some
character.
situations with, like,
I'm sure there will be
Sonya,
tier lists of characters on the
where
standard
you
level,
can't combo off
but
that.
it
Like,
won't
Sektor's
invalidate any
PS
character in the game. It'll make
You can
every
actually get combos
character,
off it.
some
There's certain
form or
moves that
another,
you're not
slightly
supposed to
viable
combo
to a
off
certain
of, but
degree
you
because they will
can.
have tools that everyone can use. Really? You're gonna turn off on me?
Exactly, because like for 30 years, you normally can't combo off an uppercut. You
Right.
just get your big hit, but with that square wave, you can. And it really feels like you're like,
Breaking the rules.
yeah, just doing stuff that's forbidden. And it's the best feeling.
Real quick, just at the end of the stream today, I wanted to mention this before I forgot. We do, Derek and I like to play occasionally.
Yes.
I don't know if our fingers are quite ready yet.
Mine are. Yours are just old.
That's
Wow.
accurate. That is accurate.
Yeah.
We did have QA, Pete and Ryan and Matt, they all kind of put their heads together and put together a fight between our two featured characters today.
Tyler is scared.
I'm scared.
Tyler is scared.
But the fight is awesome. We can't wait for you to see that. You're going to see how they play in real life.
Way better than us. Way better than us. Like, you're not going to see that high level with us.
We've had 2 or 3 good matches in like 10 years.
Maybe, yes. I'll give us that.
So anyway, so that's that.
Cool.
That is cameos.
What are we on to next?
I think it's time to show off Scorpion.
I'm excited.
Oh, wow. Scorpion already?
All right. So Scorpion is back, and like
Scorpion.
most of the returning characters in MK1, our design team kind of looked at.
I didn't think they'd actually show his gameplay at this point in time.
Lin Kuei reshaped the world, you know, in his vision.
Right.
Our design team kind of looked at the past and was like, what are the core moves that you absolutely have to bring back?
Absolutely.
What are the moves that
That's
you wanna
obvious.
kinda give a fresh
Teleport,
paint?
throw spear.
And what's the new stuff that we could do?
Always
So
got to keep it fresh.
Exactly.
That's
so
right.
with Scorpion, you start off,
Bro,
you have the
yep.
spear,
Spear.
and you have the teleport.
Of
course.
1992,
Easy.
you have to have it. They're bad. Get over here. You get over there. But then, from Deadly Alliance, Hellfire's back.
Ooh, they brought back fucking Hellfire.
And then,
Cyrax, of course.
yes,
Yeah.
in this game, it is a low. It is not unblockable.
Hellfire was also an MKX, I know that.
Classic unblockable version that lights you on fire.
Okay, cool.
Then he has some new stuff, primarily using his rope and the hook at the end.
Right.
So
I'm not even going to try and say what it is.
I know, but I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
to
it's too much
pronounce
pressure to get it right.
Fair.
What's a kata? I think it's like
Super long
kata
tree.
gama? I can't remember exactly.
Anti-air. It's used in a bunch of strings, and he has special moves with it.
I call that.
I like that. I really like that. Ooh, that's
a
sick.
strong move list.
That animation is sick.
And then one of the cool new moves is air spear, where he.
I saw that. Yeah, that's kind of
This
interesting.
goes perfectly well with what I wanted to talk about next, which is the air combos. Air combos are back. They haven't been in a game for
Since the 3D era.
2006.
Yeah.
So it's
Armageddon was the last time.
Yeah.
Introduced in Deadly Alliance, I think it was?
Almost classic.
No, not Deadly Alliance. It was introduced in, I think Deception. It may have been only in Armageddon, maybe. I can't
air
remember.
combos can be used to end combos, but they
I
can
didn't
also
love air
extend
combos in the old time. As long as they make them look good, I don't have a problem with them being in the game. Air combos are not my favorite thing in fighting games at times. I don't mind being a little airborne, but you be up there for too long, it does look a little goofy sometimes.
all different kind of reactions.
Where is
We'll see.
a swaggy combo? We got anything?
See, it's not bad. I can dig it.
I wouldn't have done that.
They are a little floaty looking though, which I understand why.
With your cameo, like you were saying earlier.
The thing about
you
air
wanna double
combos is that you
down
got to
on
make
stuff
your
with
character
your-
float in the air a little bit, so it makes it really easy to anti-air them. Which is why, like, certain anime fighters, when they have floaty air mechanics, they allow you to block in the air too.
The 3-3-3 combo also reminds me of like a classic.
Which is probably where the cameo system comes into play. You can use the cameo to cover your air approach.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Just those little nods and throwbacks. That's some of my favorite.
Air combat is one of my favorite things in this game as well. I've had so much
Absolutely.
fun just like
Yes.
trying to like rack my brain figuring out what to do in the air, and there's so many choices too.
Yeah, the number of combo routes in this game are like really extensive, and it's super fun. You can also, one of the coolest things is the cameos is coming with combos on the fly.
Yeah.
Like while you're
That's
actually
usually
playing,
when
you're like,
people have fun with combos and fighting games, is that you create your own combos. In a lot of ways, Street Fighter 6 does provide that. with the combo or with the drive rush mechanic. You kind of get to create your own combo, sort of. There's certain rules that you have to follow, but it offers a lot of freedom, and people like that.
Extend that into a combo now, right?
It makes every same character feel different. Like if you both play Scorpion, everyone's Scorpion feels slightly different.
Ground footsies, and now maybe you have your air footsies.
Right. Like it's crazy. It's fun. I love it. I am so excited.
Well, I think we should take a look at Johnny Cage.
Oh.
Johnny Cage.
Well.
Do you wanna before we do that? You wanna do some? Oh yeah.
Wow.
So while Stephanie's setting up Johnny Cage here, I want to talk quickly. While Stephanie was walking me through Johnny Cage, every single character I see in this game, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that character. Yeah, I'm gonna play that character.
You do that every game.
I know I
do. You do it every game, and you suck with them all.
I'm surprised that they haven't had more voice acting showcase for Van Damme right now, because he was a big selling point. Not a big selling point, but it was interesting the fact that they were able to get Van Damme to play Johnny Cage. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Yep. So let's talk about Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage!
Yes. So one of the main things about Johnny Cage is he is a mix-up and pop-up combo starter machine.
Yep.
Like.
We're not showing it yet. Are we showing it?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go to it. All right.
A ton of his new moves pop up for a combo.
What did I just see there? Ooh, they brought that animation back. Okay, I'm gonna rewind a little bit here, guys. I know that gets a little annoying when you're watching it for the first few, but I do kind of want to get a look at that. So that is a 3-hit combo. Oh shit, that's guaranteed.
New moves pop up.
I never liked this animation in particular. This is why I slowed it down.
Combo.
This right here, I hate that animation. I hate that in any fighting game, and I've seen that back in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and I always hated it then. You do not throw your kick like that. It looks terrible. Now, to the average viewer, it looks fine. But the reason why is his knee is not chambered. His leg is straight as an arrow. If you lift someone up with that thing, it makes no sense. If you lift your leg up, like right now, lock your knee in place and lift your leg up a little bit, you'll feel tension in your knee. So you're not going to be able to lift someone up with that. Chamber your leg. You got to cock it like a gun. There's a way to make that. You could lift someone up with a front kick. Yeah, just do a straight up front kick to their chin. And just chamber the leg, and it'll have more like lift momentum. It looks better. It looks cooler. I hate that animation. I fucking hate that animation. I really dislike that animation a lot. That said, still looks relatively good, I guess. I mean, that is crazy. He has a pop-up like that.
A ton of
but I hate that animation.
For a combo.
And one thing that you'll notice quickly is he doesn't.
Dude, I love his sidekick. His shadow sidekick, he chambers it. See how that leg pops back into place? Where he hits them and he pulls it back? That generates power and it looks clean. It looks good and it generates power. That's chambering. That's pulling the leg back. It's like kind of like how a scorpion, and I'm talking about the character scorpion, like an animal scorpion. It coils or a snake. It coils itself back before it strikes. That's kind of the idea that you should be going with when you animate these things. So they did a good job there. Just a little complaint.
He doesn't have like his traditional Johnny Cage.
What the fuck was that?
Like, you know,
He's got a 540 pop-up kick? Holy shit.
Energy, right? Like, you know, he could manipulate energy when he was doing his kicks. Or
I love those animations, though, with that kick. That kick looks fantastic. I like how there's no green trails, it's just his clothing.
Right. In fact, he does not have the energy balls at all.
Oh, really? No fireballs?
Reshaped the world, and Johnny Cage is strictly anti-zoning.
Wow.
I can't stand it. But to make up for that,
no magic.
Yeah, to make up for that, he has excellent rushdown and unique ways to get in.
Yeah, if he has no zoning, he's gonna have a rushdown game.
Is this command dash?
What?
You can use it to cover space, and if you're close, he can actually go through the opponent.
What?
He can also
no! They added that? Oh shit!
Exactly.
You know, is he vulnerable during that time?
He is.
Okay.
No? Okay, he's vulnerable. But still, that's really good. And he can do it twice.
The neatest thing about him is the hype meter.
I gotta hype it up.
This is
got a hype meter?
This is the thing.
Oh, the star. The star. I didn't see the star until they pointed it out.
Yeah.
As he does special moves and certain taunts, he'll start to build it up.
Right.
So what are the taunts?
Okay.
Well, if you hold L2 after doing some of his special moves, he will hold a pose and look really cool.
And notice the stars filling up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You can see.
He got that much meter from hyping? I mean, I'm sure it's super vulnerable, but holy shit, that's a lot of meter.
He has his nut punch, but he can actually hold it and do a time version. Then, once it's full, you're fully charged, and when you're ready,
What's it do?
you activate it. So this
What's he
gives
do?
you the ability to special cancel special moves into other special moves.
That's a lot of special and cancel. Oh, so you do
Oh my
double
god! They
Yeah,
added
that's special
fucking
moves.
That's
Nagayuri?
a lot of special and canceling. Oh,
Oh my god, that added they added oh my god, I can't even say his name. Naguri Yuki from fucking Guilty Gear Strive into this game, where you can cancel specials into specials. The reason why he's fucking top tier in that game is because you can cancel a special into a special. Granted, you have to build a meter in this one, but as soon as you add that ability into a character, that immediately bolsters them to be pretty much guaranteed to be top tier. No wonder he has no fucking projectiles. Oh my god, that's fucked. That's so fucked. Now, granted, I'm guessing the projectile game is going to be like a major hindrance for him, but my god, there's reason, like, so to put this into perspective, Nagori Yuki in Guilty Gear Strive, the way it works is that every time you cancel a special move into a special move, you build up what's called a blood gauge. And if you do like 3 special moves back to back, you basically nearly max it out. And what ends up happening is that if it maxes out, you lose 80% of your health, like basically 80% of your health guaranteed. And if the opponent capitalizes when your gauge is maxed, they can pretty much guaranteed kill you. They can pretty much wipe out your entire health for mismanaging your meter. You can guarantee die, basically. That's how crazy that is. That's why they added that mechanic, to balance him out. The fact that they have a meter built in like that, holy shit. Holy shit. I hope his damage scaling is reasonable, which is probably not going to be the case.
so you do double nut punch.
That's right.
Yeah.
And can't you do like multiple?
Oh
kicks
my,
in a row?
I'm scared.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, if that's not the top of fun, I don't know what is.
This is what excites
Oh,
me
he
most.
can only
Also,
cancel it 3 times. That's the trade-off. And certain moves can only be canceled so many times.
In Los Angeles, that,
Okay, so there is a limitation to its cancelability.
It's a taunt now. If you got a teabag, that will also.
Oh my god. What is this character? Why are you a fucking character?
It allows him to get
This character is so toxic. This is the most toxic video game character I've ever seen in my life. He's not only designed to be toxic, he fucking teabags you as a move.
So let me build it up.
Dude, this character is so toxic. He's gonna piss so many people off. This isn't hype meter. This is salt meter, dude. This is not a hype meter. This is gonna piss you off meter.
Use this to do simple stuff, like you could do a shadow kick. They try to punish it. You special cancel in a nut punch, then special cancel into uppercut, and then for free, without using the bar, you can get an air combo. Then bring in your Kameo to extend it.
You can
jab
save
backwards
yourself when
and then
someone
finish your
reads
combo.
it?
So big damage if you've got the hype thing up.
And it's just fun to do.
It's also incredibly fun to do.
It takes a while for it to go down too, by the looks of
We're gonna
it.
see some amazing versions of it in the fight at the end of the show today.
Yes.
All right.
Lastly, there's one more mechanic I wanted to show. Johnny Cage has a unique mechanic where he can actually break a throw, use 1 bar of meter to break your arm, and then disable your throws for limited time. So if you can use
Oh my god. Hello? Why? 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 He can disable your offense. Even if it's just a throw. Granted, you can strike with other abilities, but strike throw is so important in Mortal Kombat games. They're so important. I'm sure they're not nearly as important in this one as they are in other ones, but that's insane.
a throw, I'll show you. That was not a
Okay.
neutral throw.
Okay.
What?
Okay, it's only one throw.
I just mistimed it.
All good.
So there you go.
And
Now,
I am pounding on the throw button.
And nothing happened.
And I can.
How long does it last?
Yeah.
That is so.
So it does
cool.
take.
That's
a
so
bar, but
long.
it's a pretty
That's so long.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay. This may not seem that good for some people. This may not seem that good. For fighting game players, this is busted. This is actually busted. I can already tell it's busted if it lasts that long. To put it into perspective, in Mortal Kombat 3, if you ever watch, I highly recommend Peanut Butter and what is it? Ketchup and Mustard's channel. They cover the history of competitive fighting games. Check out their stuff revolving around Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot in the original Mortal Kombat game. So MK3 was banned because he has an ability to prevent you from pressing buttons. He has a special move. When he hits you, you cannot block or attack. And if that happens, you are free. You're free. Now, granted, you can still attack when Johnny breaks your arm. But here's the thing. If you get momentum and Johnny keeps blocking your offense, that means that, let's say you hit him with like a 20 seconds of constant pressure and you just can't break his defense. Well, guess what? Well, I mean, not 20 seconds, but like 3 seconds of constant pressure. And you can't break his defense. Guess what? You cannot throw him to break his defense. You lose an option for offense for how long that lasted. How long did that last? How long did that last? Oh my god. How long did that last? That lasted so long. Okay. So we're at 39:51. So starting from here, 39:52.
So there you go.
The 52.
I am pounding on the throw button.
And nothing happened.
And I cannot throw.
Yeah.
That is so
So it does take a bar, but it's a pretty neat.
52. So it lasts 8 seconds. 8 seconds is an eternity in a fight. To put it into perspective, I don't know how long it takes to kill people on average in this game, but to put that in perspective, most average fighting game fights last between one-on-one characters, even with tag systems, last about 30 to 40 seconds. You lose 10% of the match. Let's say it's 40 seconds. You're losing a quarter of the match. Like a quarter of the match, you lose throw. That is crazy. That's crazy good. Granted, you have to read the throw and you have to burn a meter. That is still something you have to do, but it's a big reward. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So
Very,
Johnny Cage,
very cool.
two very different characters.
Yes.
Both look awesome. Rumibot has some more.
I think I was shaking my table too much.
Yes.
I mean, pure
He's
excitement.
the real star. He really is.
Really is.
He's gonna keep Cage's mansion clean.
I'm so excited to see people again, our players love to show off sometimes, and it's defining the times to use those taunts.
Yeah.
And not get blown up by doing it.
Yeah, I think you'll see in the upcoming fight that we're going to show the kind of trade-off where you want to do the shadow kick and then hold the kick and all that, but then you open yourself up, but you did get height meters, so maybe it's worth it. It's a really neat mechanic.
That's awesome. Johnny Cage.
I'm all about adding new creative things in fighting games and let it play out. Let it play out. Let it break the game unless it's mechanical. If it's mechanical, like straight up like infinites or insta kills or anything like that, then fix it. Only then fix it before the game's release. Let the players figure it out to figure out how to unbreak
So
it.
just keep that in mind, obviously. So Derek, hi. Listen. There it is. Derek has some birthday shout-outs to do.
I do. It's been a while. It's been 2 years, so we have 2 years worth.
Okay, you have to go fast for these.
Okay, no, I'm just joking. All right, happy birthday! We've got Ryan Torrey, Jandy, Dan Weiland, Chris.
All right,
Chapman,
sorry, birthday people, but we're
Andrew
skipping ahead.
Richmond. I'm gonna mess them up. Stefan, Hector,
Fun one. Follow the Mortal Kombat social.
For all of you that were on that,
announce any of that.
happy birthday to all of you.
Again, special
From
thanks
my
to
stream to their stream to your stream.
Matt for
Happy birthday.
putting this
But
together. We have a
I want to
fight
watch
now
this
that we're gonna show
shit.
you between Johnny Cage and Scorpion, showing how they actually work in a real fight. Let's take a look.
Cool.
All right, that's classic.
Hey, wifey, check this out.
Before.
Oh, where did I leave that? Oh.
That's classic. I've used that move before.
And the new and improved Johnny Cage. Cage.
That is accurate.
Okay.
And Johnny Cage clearly has the home advantage.
Let's see how the developers feel with the movement. Maybe they've improved things a little bit.
That he's gonna be more tentative while fighting because he doesn't want.
Okay, their walk speed definitely looks like it's been increased a little bit from what I saw in the previous gameplays. It looks like they buffed up the walk speed, which I think is fine.
Picture of himself in there as well, which I
Johnny might be my new character. I might be playing.
I need to get one of those of me.
I might be playing Johnny Cage. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a perfect example. He risked it to get that meter up, and
all right, I'm not okay. I'm starting to see that this thing is not as strong as I thought it would be.
one of the little meta things there is
It took a while. Okay, the meter doesn't go down though, but it still took a while. He had to go through a whole round. Granted, he didn't get that many hits, but he had to go through a whole round before he got that thing fucking maxed out. You basically had to trade the round, so I'm not sold on it being that OP now.
I hope they didn't fix it.
Ooh, good punish on that back 3 rope.
Nice, nice. Okay.
The breakers look so cool in this.
Johnny looks so much fun. Yeah, he does look good.
I love it because, again, with cameos, they're all different.
Yes.
Oh, did they add? Oh, wait a minute. Did they add? Did I see that correctly?
I love it because, again, with
Okay.
cameos, they're all different.
Yes.
Dash block? Dash block?
I love it because, again,
Can I see that
with
dash
cameos,
block?
They're all different.
Yes.
They added dash block. They added dash block.
Oh, and
Swaggin'.
wow, using the teleport in a combo. Very, very cool.
Dude, this shit looks great.
Gets me all.
Johnny Cage.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I love the camera.
that actually looked great.
They're very, very cool.
Oh, that's a fake out. Kano's got a fake out?
Canceled out of it.
Yep. He just wanted to check it out. All right.
He's like, I'm here if you need me. I'm here if you need me.
He still hasn't used the height meter though.
Now, he's been sitting on hype. He has not activated the whole time.
Okay, yeah, and saving it for the last round is everything.
And here we go.
Oh, okay. The trade-off is that it's a bit, you have to set it up. If you do it raw, you're gonna eat it.
Here we go.
Double nut
Oh
punch.
my god.
Oh, I like this. Oh my god, the damage. The damage, holy shit.
Wow. A 50% combo.
Fucking A. Almost 50, it's like a 40% damage combo. He already had some damage, but...
Yeah, excellent whiff punish. Scorpion there.
Okay, okay, I'm not sold that the height mechanic's that strong. I'm still thinking that the strong thing is the arm break, if you land it. Of course, it's a big read, but it is a huge advantage. Not often, it's not gonna happen often, but it might happen just enough.
You would have gotten the uppercut brutality if that was the case.
Scorpion wants nothing to do with this.
Oh, that's game right there. It's a counter, isn't it?
So, do you want to explain
His
that?
fatal blow
Is a
when you
counter.
attack into it is actually a parry that he can hold.
And it catches you a lot.
Oh my god, are you shitting me? That is awesome.
We're gonna save that for next time, for another time, not next time, another time.
Yeah, we don't get to see the fatality.
Nice.
Love it.
Well, big thanks to QA. That was an awesome fight.
Yes.
That was fantastic. When they first sent it to me, I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what I wanted." Like,
Yep.
just amazing.
Okay.
So we'll have some more of those throughout our combat.
He looked
cast.
reasonable.
Yeah,
He definitely looked reasonable. Still very good, but definitely looked reasonable.
It's a balance beam because some people really enjoy watching us fight. Some people really hate watching us fight.
You know what?
So we have to give it to both people. But we would actually like to be good at characters. Before we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
first
Well,
two.
I mean, I would still destroy you today.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That said, I think that's it.
Can you say when the next one was?
We have not yet.
I know.
Not yet. Just follow our Mortal Kombat Twitter and all of our.
Okay,
social
is that the
media.
end of it all? Yeah, it is. Okay. Overall, it looks good. I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. I think, you know, I thought that height mechanic would actually be a lot stronger than that. That's actually pretty mild overall. I thought it was going to be much stronger than that.
Character, but still has the same attacks.
Let's see here. Take a look here.
It's the best feeling.
Keep it fresh.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Just as, which helps you close in pressure, of course. He's that bad.
Okay, so the reason why this dash is going to be very good. The reason why this dash is going to be good is because there's a fighting game. The game King of Fighters has a character by the name of Chris, and Chris has these exact dashes. Now the thing is, you can hit Chris out of these dashes too, but they're very quick and they're very good for mix-up opportunity. And what they do is that this looks like it's a little bit more intricately designed than Chris's dashes, because Chris's dashes can cover a large range. These ones don't, unless you double dash. Now the reason why this is scary is because they go through you.
And if you're close,
So what's going to end up happening is that Johnny Cage will do a combo that knocks you down, and then he'll do that dash, and he'll be on the other side of you while you're in the middle of falling, and then you'll have to guess a mix between that. Or what he could do is dash through and dash through you again, and then you have to guess the other direction. The reason why it's really strong in traditional fighting games is because you have to hold back to block. I don't know if they're still doing the hold back to block method in these games, in NRS games. They're probably still doing the hold the block button to block. So if that is the case, this thing will be okay, but not overwhelming. It'll be an okay option. But if it's hold back to block, like in Justice, this is going to be very good. This is going to be very good. So it has potential.
he can actually go through the opponent.
He's that bad.
He can also do it twice.
Which I'm assuming they're doing the block, right? Based on the fact that people have already played the game.
Helps you close in pressure, of course, too.
Exactly.
Now, is he vulnerable during that time?
He is.
Okay, gotcha.
Another new thing he has.
It can be canceled out of specials, though. Holy shit.
Another new
That's
thing he
good.
has, which I think is one of the neatest thing about him, is the
Or not specials, get canceled out of normals.
This is it. This is the thing.
This is
No, I thought this thing would be a lot stronger. The issue with the hype mechanic is that it is got really long startup, really long recovery. So though it's good and can output a lot of damage, you're banking on it. You're giving up. Granted, that looks like it's guaranteed. So if certain special moves like this, he recovers it in time. So you won't get punished if you do that. So you're gonna use specific moves to gain hype.
Yeah. I'll do some other stuff so you can see.
See, that one's a bad one. That you'll get punished for doing that. So yeah, you'll get punished for doing that one. That's a bad one, but it gives you the most meter by the looks of it.
So for example,
That one, I'm thinking that's pretty punishable. That's you can tell. That's a big tell. As soon as you see that sparkle, you'll immediately hit him,
punch,
even if it's just a
you
jab.
can actually hold it and do a time version. Then
So really, the only one you're ever gonna do is the shadow kick one, because that's guaranteed.
charge, and when you're ready,
It's time to wow out.
you activate it. So this gives you the ability to special cancel
Which
special moves. in other
based on the way
special
the shadow kick is designed, it's gonna be pretty efficient. It does drain meter each time you use it. So if you, or no, it doesn't drain meter. It just goes down really quick.
into other special moves.
That's a lot of special and canceling. Oh, so you do double nut punch.
That's right.
You won't get punished if you use Kameo while doing. Oh, I didn't think about that. Holy shit! Yeah, you're right. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're forced to block the opponent. Oh, okay, that opens it up a lot more. Ah.
Yeah.
And can't you do like multiple kicks?
Here's a question I wonder. The Scorpions, Scorpions like pull you back one can't be used at the same time you use this, because then it interrupts your animation. He has to do a different animation, so that one won't work. The one I'm thinking of is Scorpion, where he pulls his ally towards him and away from the enemy. I was thinking maybe you could do the hype moment and then do that at the same time, so you can still get the buff while being pulled away from your enemy. But I don't think that's going to happen, because if I remember correctly, you get stuck in an animation while you're doing that. So
Just be like, blah, 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 blah.
I'm surprised that the combat cast didn't actually point that out.
Now, if that's not the top of fun, I don't know what is.
that is using a lot of meter though. It's a very expensive approach. That is very good. So okay, I understand why they offered that though now, because he is a rushdown character. He seems to have some pretty decent pokes, but when I was seeing that matchup with let's see that match again real quick with Scorpion. So we watch that match again with Scorpion here. That's actually very quick as an unblockable. So, he recovered in time.
Clearly has the home advantage.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I mean, you could make the case that he's gonna be more tentative while fighting because he doesn't want to break everything in.
Okay.
He definitely would not want anything broken.
Right.
Okay, right there.
While fighting because he doesn't want to.
So he does it.
He
had time to dash in and jab him out of it, and he got a punish. I also noticed that the combat cast did not bother using the tag-in, so I'm wondering if you may not be able to use cameos when you're doing the hype moment. Possibly, I don't know for certain. I wouldn't be surprised if you can. The button prompt is still showing the R1 button to approach with it, but that is a possibility.
Right.
You do. Yeah, they're really
Oh shit! What's going on here? Bring that back up to 80. Okay.
Himself.
Break everything in.
Oh yeah, he definitely would not want.
So yeah, you got a punish out of that. It's a pretty large recovery time.
Nice looking art in that home, and an indoor pool in the front room.
There's a giant picture of himself in there as well, which I absolutely love. I need to get one of those. Of me.
That's definitely guaranteed. During combo, you... No, it's not! Oh, no.
I need to get one of those.
That's very unsafe. You do that, he did wake up projectile on wake up reversal, got the punish. That is super unsafe. You're effectively trading health for meter then. And a lot of health.
That's a perfect example.
I'm on the side that might be a little underpowered. The hype meter might be a little underpowered.
And
The thing, okay, here's the thing. The thing about mechanics like this, where you gain a separate meter by doing something that leaves you vulnerable, you need at least 1 or 2 options to be able to build meters safely. Now, not every character will be able to have a full screen projectile like Scorpion, but enough people will have access to plenty of resources to punish that. So that might actually warrant a buff.
totally lost.
Maybe. We won't know until we see it.
One of those little meta things there is maybe he felt it was a losing round anyway, and it was worth it to have it for the next round.
Fun fact, during Flamingo back there, like there were multiple times where if you did like a big hit or something, it would just go fly.
Definitely cool though. Really cool mechanic. I like it.
Ooh, good punish on that back 3 rope.
And again, you know, I can hear everyone's behind me screaming, cameos, you know, we can call in the cameos. But here's the thing, I've not seen the developers use it for some reason, which is a little sussy-wussy. It would be like the first thing in my mind if I knew how to play the game is cover my ass with the cameo, you know? So I can't help but wonder, can you not cameo while you're doing the taunts? It's quite possible that may be the case.
The breakers look so cool in this.
I love it because, again, with cameos, they're all different.
Yes. Good punish. Oh, and
Swagging.
wow, using the teleport in a combo. Very, very cool.
Oh, and that overhead kick will get to you all the time. Oh.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
I love the cameras on the throws, too.
They're very, very cool.
Wow, is a combo extender cameo?
Kano came in.
And you canceled out of it.
Yep. He just wanted to check it out.
That was cool, actually. I like that. That end screen right there. Ooh, getting right out of the Hellfire, and then you see the slowdown effect right there when he gets hit. That actually looks fucking dope. I like that. That's a cool touch. Not really a defensive cameo. Yeah, that is a good point. But my point, though, is that, like, why not sacrifice the cameo to, or at least use the cameo in conjunction with it? Again, I won't know till we see someone do it, but it is a little weird. It is strange. It's not something I'm not saying that it doesn't exist in the game. Like, you can't cameo while you do the hype moment. I'm just wondering, why isn't the developer using it? You know, it's a little strange.
All right.
Like, I'm here if you need me. I'm here if you need me.
Because here's the thing. The reason why I'm thinking that is that we saw Kung Lao's all three of his moves as a cameo. He has the teleport, he has the combo extender move, and then he also has the low fan projectile where he throws the hat on the ground. So if it was me, if I was doing that while I was doing the taunt, I would have had the Kung Lao do the low fireball throw on the ground, so that way he could hit the enemy while I'm doing that. At the very least, even if they can jump over it, it's still a projectile that slows them down. That air jump is time lost if it's at the right distance. You know, obviously if they're too close, they're too close. As a matter of fact, when Scorpion threw his spear at him, I would have done the taunt plus called in Kung Lao to throw the low projectile, so that way we would trade. We would still hit. He would still hit me with the spear, but he would get hit by the fan or by the hat, and that would stop him in place and prevent me from being pulled in for a full damage combo. So that's my thought process right now. I'm thinking that this thing may not be as strong as I thought it would be. It's cool. It's really cool, and I love it, but I'm skeptical now. Time will tell, though. Time will tell. You won't know till people get their hands on it.
Now, he's been sitting on hype. He has not activated the whole time.
He did win the set, though. Johnny did win the set.
And here we go.
See, that's super punishable. Even activating it is punishable.
The hype mode is active.
Here we go.
But the damage is holy shit.
The hype mode is active.
So he did nut punch out of 3-hit combo, nut punch again in 3-hit or during the combo. Switch sides. That's good. Anytime you have a combo that allows you to switch sides mid-combo, immediately buffs that character. For example, Ken in Street Fighter 6 is really, really strong by professional standards, and one of the biggest reasons why he's becoming a major force, despite Red Bull Kumite not being on the top 8, but one of the major components of the reason why he's been such a prolific character that we see at top levels is because not only does he have high damage, high conversion damage, and really good neutral buttons, but he can switch positions with his opponent during any combo, and that makes him very, very good, because if he's at a disadvantage against the wall, he can turn his disadvantage to an advantage by switching positions with them. So if you have a character who can switch positions, they're usually very, very dangerous. More often than not, these are reserved for rushdown characters with no fireballs. But since Ken in Street Fighter 6 has a fireball, he can kind of cheat that rule a little bit. It's not the best fireball in the game, but it's reasonable. This has very strong implications about Johnny having good ways of getting out of corner pressure if he can land this, and also he has to be in hype mode. So there's a lot of factors into it being good, but it shows the potential. It shows its potential.
Oh my god.
What was that? So
here we go.
okay.
Oh my god.
Nut punch, teleport.
How many times he's gonna...
Hang on a second here. Oh, it doesn't switch sides. It doesn't switch sides. Wait a minute. He switches sides because of the cameo. Oh, I thought it would switch sides for sure. Okay, so it's not what I thought it was. It's not nearly what I thought it was. I thought he was going to go through him. The animation pulled him back. Okay, then it re-pops up again. In the high damage, yeah.
A 50% combo with hype.
And they wait till possibly the last round.
Yeah, excellent whiff punish. Scorpion there.
What Johnny definitely's got going for him is a mix-up game. The pop-up mix-up game really makes him strong, but he's got to get in. That's the drawback to his character design. He really has to work his way in, and you can see the Scorpion poking game really working on him. He did win the game, though. He did win it.
So, do you want to explain that?
Fatal blow.
Something tells me. Let me look at that.
That was the case.
Oh, no, he did it on reaction. Holy shit. Okay. see here. I don't count the devs showing off characters properly. During the stress test, players will be exploring way more. Yeah, and you're absolutely right about that. There's no doubt about that. I'm just pointing out that I'm thinking it's a little sussy. I'm pointing out that it's sussy that the developers aren't showing that. Yes, the developers are only going to show so much during the match because they want people to explore their options, and the developers themselves are not going to be that great. They're going to be good at the game because they understand the game and they built the game from the ground up, but I've never heard of a developer actually being so good at the game that, you know, it drops people's eyes. You know, more often than not, the players usually get better than the developers at a certain point. So I that's a completely valid point, that I wouldn't look at it as the developers truly showing off the character's potential. I'm just pointing out that it's sussy. It's sussy. It's possible that he may not be able to use defensive mechanics during the hype moment, but we won't know until we see more. And hopefully during the next stress test, if they do another stress test, they include Johnny Cage in that set. I would love to see Johnny being played.
Scorpion wants nothing to do with this.
Oh. So, do you want to explain that?
So what is impressive there, that wasn't, like, I thought that what would end up happening is that the guy that was Scorpion would just throw an attack that was really easy for Johnny to just land, like a really overexerted attack. But he did a poke. He did a low poke and he caught it. So that tells me that that wasn't planned. That guy actually landed that legit. That's a legit, you know, read. He read him trying to counter poke him.
Scorpion wants nothing right
However, let me take a good look there. Did they add the dash block? They did add the. Looks like they added the dash blocking. At the very least, they made it look like you can close in on the enemy.
Do you want to explain that?
His fatal blow, the attack into it is actually a parry that he can hold.
And it catches you a lot.
Yeah.
Getting some likes, getting some major likes.
Okay. Cool. Definitely cool. Definitely cool.